Chapter 8, Mishnah 6. This Mishnah continues to discuss the law of a borrower who swore falsely. It now teaches a case where a borrower is liable to the asham and an additional fifth. A person said to a borrower, "Where is my ox that I lent to you?" The borrower said to him, "I do not know what you are talking about. That is, I never borrowed anything from you, and I do not owe you anything." But really, he had borrowed it, and it then died naturally, or was broken, captured, stolen, or lost. If the lender then said, "I impose an oath on you regarding this claim," and the borrower said, "Amen," and later admitted that he swore falsely, he is obligated to bring the ox. He is obligated to bring the asham offering and pay the extra fifth. By saying that he never borrowed the ox, he freed himself from paying for it. Since he swore falsely to this claim, he is obligated to bring the asham and pay the extra fifth. Having concluded its discussion of the unpaid shomer and the borrower, the Mishnah now illustrates these laws for the two remaining shomrim, the paid shomer and the renter. The Mishnah begins with cases in which these shomrim are exempt from the asham and fifth. A person said to a shomer who is paid or to a renter, "Where is my ox?" The paid shomer or renter said to him, "It died naturally." But really what happened was that it was broken or captured by bandits. Or the shomer said it was broken, but really it died naturally or was captured. Or the shomer said it was captured, but really it died naturally or was broken. Or the shomer said it was stolen, but really it was lost. Or the shomer said it was lost, but really it was stolen. If in any of these cases the owner of the ox then said to him, "I impose an oath on you regarding your claim," and the shomer said, "Amen," and later he admitted that he lied, he is not obligated to bring the asham or pay the fifth. In the first three cases where the ox died a natural death or was killed or captured, he's exempt because he would not have had to pay even if he had told the truth. In the last two cases where it was stolen or lost, he is exempt because even according to his oath he had to pay. His false oath did not free him from anything. The Mishnah now teaches the cases in which a paid shomer and renter are obligated to bring the asham and pay the fifth. The paid shomer or the renter said the ox died naturally, or it was broken, or it was captured, but really it was stolen or lost. If the owner then said to him, "I impose an oath on you regarding your claim," and the shomer said, "Amen," and later he admitted that he lied, the law is that the shomer is obligated to bring the asham and pay the fifth, because his false oath freed him from paying for the ox. The Mishnah cites several more cases in which a paid shomer and renter are not obligated. If the paid shomer or renter said the ox was lost, or it was stolen, but really it died naturally, or was broken or captured, and the owner of the ox then said, "I impose an oath on you regarding this claim," and the shomer said, "Amen," and later he admitted that he lied, the law is that the shomer is not obligated to bring an asham or bring the extra fifth, because his oath did not free him from paying. On the contrary, had he told the truth in these cases, that the animal died or was broken or captured, he would not have had to pay, and it was only his false oath, that it was lost or stolen, that made him responsible to pay. The Mishnah summarizes the laws taught in the previous examples with a general rule. This is the general rule. Whoever changes from one claim of responsibility to another claim of responsibility, or from one claim for not being responsible to another claim for not being responsible, or from a claim for not being responsible to a claim of responsibility, is not obligated to bring an asham or pay the extra fifth for his false oath. However, any shomer who changes from a claim of responsibility to one for which he is not responsible to pay is obligated to bring the asham and pay the extra fifth if he later admits that he lied, because his false oath freed him from paying what he was required to pay. The Mishnah phrases this rule in a different way. This is the general rule. Whoever swears falsely to make it easier for himself is obligated to bring the asham and pay the fifth, but whoever swears falsely to make it harder for himself is not obligated to bring the asham and pay the fifth.